Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, we are back for another video, and today's video is actually going to be a fish rescue. And the reason is well, I came across this Facebook post that you can see right here. And now I will tell you, this fish is in perfectly capable hands at the moment at a local fish store. However, it needs a good home. So it was an owner release, and basically what that means is that somebody that owned this particular fish came into the store and released its ownership to the store, meaning that they could not take care of it any longer. So the local fish store is definitely taking care of it and keeping it safe and healthy, but it needs a forever home. We're gonna go pick this thing up and we are going to great. Fantastic. Anyway, so that's what today's video is gonna be about. We're gonna go pick this thing up and yeah, let's get it. Well, we are at said fish store and we're going in. All right, well, we are here to pick up this Oscar, and it is an absolute beautiful Oscar. In fact, it was actually real well taken care of. I'm surprised the person didn't want it. But come to find out, they had it in a 45-gallon tank. And he's aggressive, and we're gonna feed Max to him. Dude, look at that. I mean, he is actually in really good condition. We are at our second home, which is Home Depot, and we gotta pick up a bucket because this Oscar is way bigger than we thought it was. And yeah, we need a bucket for it. So here we go. Well, we got a bucket, we got a lid. Now it's back to the store to get our fish. Sir. Oh, look at that. And what we have here is a wild fish whisperer who's gonna drop the fish on the ground and it's gonna die.
How clean was that? I'm not gonna lie. That was as good as it gets. Really impressive. That was fantastic.
Well, we are back at the house.
Hi.
That's gonna get dirt all over your shorts. We're on a mission tonight. Our mission is to rehome this poor little rescue Oscar, who is not poor at all. In fact, this rescue Oscar is beautiful. Look at how pretty that thing is.
Dude, that thing is delicious.
We're not eating him. Look at him. Oh, he's so pretty. All right. You cannot really tell how big he is, but look at this next to my hand. This thing is massive. Let's get this thing inside and acclimate it into the pond. Let's do this. You gonna carry it for me? Sure. Okay. All right, we are back here in the fish room. We are about to give that dude a friend. Now, granted, the friend that's in the bucket is about, what? 2 times the size. Well, since we trust the water in this bucket, since we know where we got it, we're gonna cup acclimate this thing and then just pour him in there once he's acclimated. So let's get that going. I guess technically we're not gonna cup acclimate, we're gonna bucket acclimate. We're gonna take this,
wow.
We're gonna sit this right in here, like so, and then we'll just sit him in there. Okay, well, this guy has been acclimated, both temperature and water parameters. We are ready to get him in here, so we wanna see what happens. I'm sure the knife fish is gonna try to eat him. Not really, because he can't. But and look at that beast. I'm definitely happy with this guy. Here is the other Oscar coming out to check him out. He's like, hey buddy, you want to be friends? And the big Oscar's like, heck yeah, I want to be friends. Do you want to be friends? Yep. All right, so we got 2 tiger Oscars, which are absolutely beautiful. Everybody's checking each other out. We need a name for this guy, because this guy's going to definitely be a permanent structure in this indoor pond right here. So we need a name for this guy. I mean, he's a beast. This thing is massive. He's like a dinner plate. So everything in here is fantastic. Comment below. Let me know what we should name this guy. Also, maybe we should name the other one as well. So anyway, put some comments below. Let me know what we should name him. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you like my new fish. I mean, that thing is definitely a beautiful little tiger Oscar. And he's a tiger. It's a tiger Oscar. You know what I asked you what to name it? You know what I think we should name it? I think we should name it Carol Baskin. Carol Baskin, the tiger Oscar. What do you think? Let me know. In fact, maybe we should call them Joe and Carol. That should be their names. Comment below and let me know what you think about that. Anyway, so hopefully you guys like this Oscar. But before this video is over, I want to go ahead and lead you into my next video. And my next video is going to be around the front door pond. So as you can see here, the front door pond looks really good. It's nice and clear. The glowfish that are in here look really, really good. But what we need to do is we need to get a water sample. And yes, I know I'm using a baggie, and it is what it is. But we're going to get us a nice little water sample. So we're going to take this up and get it tested, because in the next video, we may be stocking this thing. So make sure you go ahead and comment below. Let me know what kind of fish you think that we should put in here. We got the water tested in the front door pond, and it's cycled. So it's time for fish. All right, guys, well, we are here checking out the backyard pond. And essentially what we did is we went ahead and drained this thing all the way down, and we actually put some substrate in the bottom of it because a lot of you had said, hey, put some substrate in there because we can't see the fish. We put the bass back into to Brenton's pond and drained this thing down, put substrate in it, cycled this thing. We put some minnows of some sort in here, or at least Brenton did, just to keep the bio load inside of this pond. And we have one common pleco, which was the large pleco in the indoor pond that's in here. Those are doing fantastic, and I actually had this water tested along with the front door pond, and this pond is fully cycled and ready for fish as well. So we should start putting something into this thing. Taking a look, you can now see the bottom. If we look right over here, you can see all of the minnows that are in here. I can't find the pleco. He's probably up under the filter box, which is where he normally is, or he could be stuck up against the wall somewhere in here, because usually what happens is when he's up against the wall, because of his coloring, you really can't see him. So he's in here somewhere, but we will see him at some point. I would like to know though, do you think that we should use this as a rescue pond only, or should we in fact put something specific such as a permanent resident in here? If you think we should put something in here, comment below and let me know what you think that should be. I'd really like to put some kind of an aggressive fish in here, something that is fun to feed, so let me know. All right guys, well, we are in here and we are looking at our guppy tank, and if you notice, oh, there's a big old pregnant female, there's our male, and look at all of our fry. There's so many fry in this tank and they are growing like crazy. Once again, I still need to actually move those guys over here because this tank is ready, but I have not gotten around to doing that yet. This little female right here in here is actually pregnant right now, which is crazy, from that guy right there. So they're gonna be having some mutt guppies. Everything in here looks good though, and I'm really happy with this guppy tank. So once again, thanks to Guppy Guru for providing me with this fantastic trio of breeding guppies, which has resulted in all of these beautiful fry. Can't wait to see these guys start to color up. As you can see, some of them have started to get the color into their tails and things like that, but it'll be a little while before we start to see them actually colored up. Moving over here, we got the jade goby, and the jade goby is straight chilling in here. He's just hanging out. I'm not gonna take too much time to show you this guy. I'll go ahead and turn this off and put it to blue because these guys do not like the light, so I'm gonna make sure that that's turned off. But this guy right here is doing fantastic. Moving over here to the rasbora tank, you can see a little Cory catfish there. There's the Corys. We have the rasboras up here. Those are looking good. We have a yo-yo loach in here. Not sure where that guy's at, but he's in here as well. He's probably up under the rocks, but everything in here is looking good. And we have the pike tank. Well, as you can see, there's the pike. And the knife fish is under here somewhere as well, but they have completely destroyed this tank. I continue to fix it. They continue to destroy it. So I'm actually probably going to break this tank down at some point, remove everything that's in here, and actually rescape this to something that is very simple that this guy can live in, because he just destroys everything. So yeah, I mean, look at the piece of driftwood floating to the top. Literally broke that loose, I mean, everything. Crazy. I do have some plants in here. We'll talk about what those are here in just a minute. Those are in there temporarily for something. Moving over here, which I don't have a light on here at the moment, but here is the 100-gallon. Everything will be coming in tomorrow for the rescape of the 100-gallon, so watch for the video to come out about that, where I'll rescape this 100-gallon, get it back up onto the cabinet. The cabinet now looks amazing after I've refinished it, so stay tuned for that. Well, here is Carl and his enclosure, but Carl is definitely not out. I'm not going to, once again, wake him up and try to get him to come out, but Carl is in here. He was out earlier today, looking good. This is our other hamster. Don't know exactly where he is at the moment, but he was out in his wheel earlier, so everything in here is looking good too. Coming out here, we got the front patio pond, and everything is looking good in here. Like I told you at the beginning of this video, water's been tested. This thing has been cycled thanks to these 4 little glow well, there's 2 there, and then there's 1 under the pump, and then there's 1 right there. But there's 4 glow tetra out here that have kept the bio load up enough to allow the bacteria to colonize, and this thing is cycled and ready for our fish. So this is the big one that's coming next, so make sure you comment below. Let me know what fish you think we are getting for this. We are now in the fish room, and everything in the indoor pond is looking fantastic. There is the little tiger Oscar. The massive dinner plate tiger Oscar is right there up under the rock, but everything is looking good in here. They were actually out last night when I came in here, and we're straight chilling, hanging out together, and yeah, they seem to really like each other. So I'm really happy about picking up this Oscar, because it's giving the other Oscar a nice little friend, and everything is looking good. Up here to the black water, what? As you notice, the Blackwater tank is gone. What happened to the Blackwater tank? Well, the plants I showed you a minute ago in the pipe tank are actually from the Blackwater tank. I had showed you guys before that I had an algae bloom in that thing, and I can only assume it's because of that window back there where Max ripped the curtain down and has caused an algae bloom also multiple times in the saltwater tank, so we got to get that fixed very soon. But I went in and took this tank down, broke it down, I relocated the fish where they needed to go. I have some of them in this muppy tank over here. As you can see, the little yo-yo loaches are hanging out right there. We have some of the neon tetras over here. That is it for this particular tank. I've relocated the betta to a rescue tub for the moment, and he's doing just fine there. I have actually relocated the hill stream loach to somebody else's tank because I don't have anything with enough flow for that guy right now. I'll get that back once I get this Blackwater tank set back up. Looking in here, we have the turtle tank. And right there's little Elon. You see Elon back there? And then look at this little beaut. Such a cute little turtle. So everything in the fish room is looking fantastic. Well, with the exception of the Blackwater tank. All right, well, with all of that being said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video today. And little Max Robert here is sitting on top of one of the next big projects, which is the finishing of the chicken coop, as you can see right here. And he has something to say to you.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel or followed us on Instagram, do that now.
The chicken coop's coming along, but make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the videos that are coming. We've got a lot of big projects in the works. We have the outdoor pond that's done. We have the dry enclosure that's coming soon. We have a couple more enclosures. We're gonna have a lot more stuff in this backyard coming very, very soon. So stay tuned for all of that. But with all of that being said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed and hopefully you stick with us. So we appreciate the support, and hey, we'll see you next time.